Today, we're towing our 3.5 tonne home on wheels across roads that 99% of caravanners would have never driven.
So we get so many looks.
We're Haley and Brad, and we've been taking our full-time travels on a different path this year, searching for epic off-grid camps in the Aussie alpine region. But we don't just want to drive past snow, we want to know if we can actually free camp in it, with a caravan. It's not typical to find caravans up here in the off-season, but the Vic High country is full of gems. So today, come with us as we go against the grain and find empty free camps, peaceful alpine vistas and a bit of adrenaline, all a stone's throw from one of Australia's busiest snow resorts. Let's go.
Welcome back to another episode. We have just left the beautiful town of Mount Beauty down the bottom of Falls Creek where we were last episode, and we're making our way over the mountain range, Toowoomba Gap, that then takes you over to Bright, and we've just stopped to have a look at this lookout. Check out the snow behind us. So cool. Now we are in a little bit of a predicament because we've been in the snow for a few weeks now and we can't get the caravan in the snow.
It's proven to be much more of a challenge than what we anticipated.
Literally.
We even bought snow chains and everything thinking it would be easy, but all the places, or pretty much 99% of the places you can get a caravan, they close during the winter.
Literally, the only time we've been able to get up into the snow is when we're in a snow resort, and of course you can't camp there. So we're making it our mission. It's like our last week in the snow area. We need to get the caravan in the snow. So hopefully we can make that work. Where are we ending up today?
Don't know. I've been changing my mind left and right. There's two options. We can either go towards the Omeo Valley and then head up into like sort of the Kosciuszko National Park from there, or we can go into Bright and then head north of here and then head up towards like the Tumut area. But you know, there's road closures, there's all sorts of things, and there's no clear way to go. Yeah,
huge shout out to Brad. He's been doing all the research, and every day he gives me an update. Oh, this road we're going to take actually can't take a caravan. Oh, this road it's closed. It's been so hard, but you're doing great.
We'll figure it out.
We're just going to start heading in the direction and see what happens.
Well, first of all, we have to head to Bright this morning because we need fuel, we need food, we need all sorts of things. So we need to go and do a stock up. It's a job stay. So very well prepared to find camp in the dark today.
Beautiful. But yeah, check out that view. Doesn't get much better.
actually went all right.
Love it. The big bogong.
Bogong. Picturesque. Imagine that being your house, looking out over Mount Buffalo. Victoria is the best. That's sick. More than that house.
After a quick stock up in the beautiful town of Bright, we hit the road again, this time heading south over Mount Hotham towards Omeo. There's a few pros and cons to consider for either of our options, but we decided to pick the more adventurous and obscure track. On the map, it looked windier, with more mountain passes and a fair stretch of dirt compared to the northern option. But hey, that's exactly the kind of tracks we love and the kind of travel that we crave.
She shut up on the High Plains Road. Man, I wish we were going down there. She's got a fair dusting of snow over there.
Look at the snow.
Yeah, this
is sick.
Well, if you can't tell by that scene right there, we decided to go over to the Omeo Valley. I'm not the type of person that likes backtracking, so even though this way is a little bit harder and a little bit more ambiguous, we're doing it. We've just made the climb up the Alpine Highway, or Great Alpine Road, I think it's called, and it's just epic scenes. We've got Hotham, we've got Mount Feathertop in the distance. It's yeah, we made the right choice. I think it's so cool being up here in the snow. I love this road. I wish we just passed the Dargo High Plains Road. I wish we were going down there, but we're not. But like, this is just so epic. meters above sea level. That's wild. Look at Caravan during winter.
Hello.
We walked on this reach here.
Yeah. Look, that's Mount Feathertop, and we walked along that ridge line last time, and that's the hut that you went to. Oh yeah.
That is a wild view. This is so cool. That is an insane view. That was an insane view, but this, like during the summer, but the snow just accentuates the valleys and the troughs and the, yeah. I want to stop up here.
We're about to see Mount Hotham. Wow.
Oh no, the cross is covered in snow. Oh, we're stopping anyway.
No, where are you going to stop?
Yeah, that's alright. I've got to let this car go past.
What do you mean? We're at 1,845 meters.
Also, this doesn't count as getting the van in the snow. This is cheating. We want snow to be falling around the van. Let's go out and have a quick look.
Literally, we're not even allowed to park here because we're meant to pay $67 if we want to stop. So we're purely on a drive-through mission at the moment. Not appropriate attire. No! Deary me.
Alright, let's go before I get frostbite. I really wasn't joking this morning when I said I wasn't sure where we'd end up today. I probably would have worn boots if I knew that we're coming up the snow. Let's get this cracking.
Did my feet have pins and needles?
Defroster. Oh.
This is the craziest thing ever, to just be driving through an operational ski resort with our caravan on.
We're not allowed to stop.
Look at it go! Whee! Hello!
We're not allowed to stop, it'll cost us $70.
Yeah, literally, if only you could camp up here. Like, this is what I mean. We've been able to get to the snow, but you're not allowed to actually like park anywhere or camp anywhere. Can you imagine if like Hotham did a caravan park situation?
It would go gangbusters.
I would pay a premium for that. Oh, look at the tunnel! Let's see if they wave. Wave! Sick. Oh, we're about to see the village.
Oh, no way.
This is so good.
Bro, this was a ghost town a few months ago.
I can't stop filming stuff. Wow.
The snow is high. Look at this.
So random. It's all going on at Hotham.
Unreal. I don't think many caravans got
No.
hence some funny looks.
This is very cool.
There is so, we're getting so many looks.
Weird.
I really...
Chairlift.
Right, the novelty never gets old.
This will be us where we're going to come up to Hotham one day once we figure out where we can park our caravan.
Yeah.
We're going to come up here for a day of skiing and snowboarding. Never been here before, but it looks pretty cool, hey? Oh.
We need to be staying up in one of these lodges.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Just park the van there, the bus stop. Just go and stay in the lodge. Alright, that's the peak of the mountain. I think, what was that, 1845 metres?
Yeah.
That's the highest point sealed road in Australia.
Yeah.
And now we've got the downhill run down into Omeo. Probably won't get all the way to Omeo because there's a few free camps outside of there. It just depends on how busy they are, whether we'll stay at them or not. Lit.
Well, while I was really butchering this reverse job, it made me wonder, was it because I can't drive, or was it just because my mind was already on the juicy beer fridge? I'll let you decide. In the meantime, we'd like to thank everyone who supports our creations, and an extra special thanks to you legends for keeping our beer fridge stocked. Cheers.
Morning guys, what a beautiful morning it is at Victoria Falls Free Camp. It's a really nice spot, and especially because we've got like our own site area down here. We did try and come here earlier in the year when we were doing the Vic High country in the summer season, and we came to this camp and it was chockers, and especially the top section, everyone like really jams in. So it's been really nice to be able to come back and enjoy it and find our own little campsite here. Got the campfire pit, fire pit, and like table. It even had like full morning frost on it this morning, which is just disappearing now. But yeah, it should be an epic day up on the slopes. We're driving up to Mount Hotham today. First time ever going to Mount Hotham, so we have to check it out. It's part of our epic pass thing that we've got. So yeah, we need to go and see what that's all about up there. But this is a good camp, I guess, to just like camp at if you want to do Hotham, because it's not that far of a drive up. How far is it up there?
Oh, maybe only 10 or 15 k's.
Yeah, like it's
maybe 20.
Maybe 10, 15 or 20 k's. So we'll drive up there today and see what Mount Hotham's all about. Stormy!
Storm clouds, hopefully that's snow and not rain. Oh, it is 5 degrees, so not ideal for snowing conditions. Well, it's pretty wicked to be up here skiing finally on the mountain that we've been crossing over the last few months. But yeah, so cool to see some of these places with snow on them that we're walking in t-shirt and shorts. But it's really our first poor weather day. The wind's really getting up. Hopefully there's some snow on the way, because the snow quality is not the greatest and it needs a bit of a top up, but still just so stoked to be out here getting some laps in. And so is everyone else. You! Cold?
Yeah. Need to do some laps as well.
How about that for a view? Mr. Feathertop.
It's hard to capture just how steep some of the runs are here out the back of Hotham. I reckon skiing down them would be crazy enough, but then I look over the way and see some guy on a snowboard with a kite up in like 40 kilometers an hour worth of wind. Imagine having that thing attached to you. Insane.
Look at those clouds behind you.
Yeah, it looks pretty menacing.
There's not much snow on this run.
Let's try and we've just come right out the back of Thredbo. This is about as Hotham. This is about as far as we can get out the back. And it's very quiet out here, but seeing as we've never been to the place before, we don't know which runs are good and which runs are holding snow, so this one was pretty shabby. Let's try and find a better one.
Yeah.
These get steep. This is lunch done right. Little poppy seed muffin, little bloody hot chocky,
And we've found beanbags.
kicking back in the
And we're
mountains,
just
watching the world go by. Cheers. What a cool little hut, eh?
So it turns out that the only way down from the cafe is on black runs. So now I have to do my first ever black run.
Send it.
Go on, speed racer. She's pretty steep.
I need to go more on that side.
How do you feel halfway through your first black run?
I feel like a pleb.
Just hard on the brake. Alright, you'll be right. Yeah, just run across to the right there.
Patsy did well tackling her first black run and getting a few turns in. I reckon she was doing so well that we had to kick the practice up a level and have her dodge a few snowballs on the way down. With over 20 kilometres of skiing under our belts for the day, the mountain let us know it was time to go home, with the wind kicking up and a thick fog rolling in over the mountain.
Good morning. Well, it is moving day today and we are heading down to one of my favourite little towns, the town of Omeo. The town, yeah, it's great, but what really I love about this place is that it has the best mountain bike park that I have experienced in the country, and I could not wait to get back there. Last time I was there, I actually ran out of brake pads, so it sort of cut my riding time there short, but the one downhill run that I did do was hands down one of the best I've experienced in Australia. So keen to get back there this morning, but I just want to talk about a few things. I know a few of you guys are really into your mountain biking and you've been asking about how I've mounted the mountain bike into the canopy, and I'll show you. It's pretty crudely strapped in right now. We've just got some straps tying the hub down. It's on a rubber mat, but I'll come around this side. This is just sort of a temporary solution. I've got my brother who's going to 3D print up a few odds and ends for me in order to mount the bike in the canopy so it's easily taken in and out, and I can take the mounts out as well if I need to. So you can see more straps here, just sort of holds it down. They're a bit loose at the moment, but I'm about to take it out and do some routine service on this bike because I haven't ridden it in quite a while. I need to, yeah, just make sure everything's squared away so I'm not putting myself at danger. You also see something, there's a little secret in here, and I want to come clean on something. Yes, we did bring a generator away with us on this trip. When I was passing by mum and dad's, I thought, you know what, we don't really want to stay in caravan parks while we're down the snow. We want to do as much off-grid camping as we possibly could, but I thought if we have 7 days of poor weather and I needed a generator, I would be kicking myself if I didn't bring it.
but thankfully we haven't bloody needed it. We've had enough sun to keep our batteries topped up and yeah, away from any sort of charging. So I don't even know, that's a 1,000 watt generator or something like that. I don't even know if it'll charge the Caravan, but I brought it just in case, because I thought if I need power, if I need a bit of juice, yeah, I'd rather have it and not need it. But I thought I'd just show as well our sort of stats here with our trip down in the snow. So you can see here, this is our state of charge, so the level of our batteries, and the top line is 100%. So you can see we've pretty much been hitting 100% most of the days or thereabouts. So you get like some days where you only get up to like 90%, but this charging system has been absolutely phenomenal. And I can also change this to see the solar power inputs every day. So last time we plugged in was the 8th of August when we were in the Adventist camp, and since then we've been off grid, and it's now the 23rd. So you can see some of these days where we're getting solar in, absolutely phenomenal. We do get cloudy days, you can see those anomalies there, like really bad days for solar, but for the most part 2,000 watts, 3,300 watts, 4,500 watts. It's been so good, and it's kept the batteries in the Caravan charged up, and we have not been using the Caravan any different than what we would say in summer when the sun's really high. We've been air frying, we've been using the induction. As you know, we've got a gas-free Caravan, so really stoked with how that's performing. And one day we hope to go down to Tassie, and I know Tassie's pretty notorious for inclement weather, and yeah, planning on not even bothering taking the generator down there. So it's nice to know that we don't really need it, because this has been by far our longest off-grid trip in like this cold, damp, you know, cloudy environment at the worst part of the year where the winter sun's really low. But yeah, I'll grab the bike out, give it a tune up, and we'll get into the town of Omeo. This canopy is a little bit tighter in terms of height than our last canopy, and so the bike is a little bit more difficult to get in and out. But this is an XL frame, so it's basically the biggest size frame you can get for a mountain bike with 29-inch wheels, and it still fits in there, which is really nice. But I'll keep you updated. We'll do a rig rundown in the distant future and show you exactly what we come up with to mount the bike in there modularly. But yeah, it hasn't moved on those straps in the last few months of travel, and been doing some bumpy roads. But yeah, let's get this thing tuned up, ready for a ride today. The bike's on charge and she's all squared away with her maintenance. Now I'll quickly touch up the car and the van on what I need to do there. We're going to make it a maintenance and cleaning video in the not so distant future. So if there's anything you want to know about how we maintain or clean our van, definitely drop a comment below if you've got any questions about that stuff, because we'll do a pretty comprehensive deep dive into how we keep everything in tip-top shape when we're on the road full time. But got a bit of greasing and nut checking to do, so I'll get on with that and we'll get hitched up and get out of here. Ready? I'll do a one-handed egg crack.
Okay.
Ah, busted the yoke.
I haven't even finished eating my earlier breakfast.
Yeah, look at that. Double whammy.
And then something didn't even eat its dinner last night.
What's this?
It's like a ball joint of like a kangaroo or something.
Yeah, check it
Pretty
out.
crazy that
That's gross.
it wasn't there on the table yesterday or last night. Some animal has brought it there and just, I guess it's on display. Here we are, Omeo town. I love this place. It's got such a cool, like, Wild West feel to it.
Brad's speaking in a very calm manner right now, but he was absolutely peaking about 5 seconds ago because he saw the mountain bike trails ahead of us and he was absolutely losing his marbles.
I love this place.
Look at all the bikes. That's a mountain biking town.
Now what we're doing is we're trying to get to this free camp down here. It used to be a free camp anyway. Hopefully it still is. But what they let you do here is camp from, what is it, 4 o'clock in the afternoon to 9 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, it's 2-hour parking apparently during the day, and then from 6 p.m. until 9 a.m. you're allowed to park overnight. So basically it's an overnight camp, and they just, like, I think they make those rules to avoid people parking up and using it as a base, probably to go up to Mount Hotham. So it's perfect because look,
there's no one
here.
And it's 2 o'clock, which means that we can park here for 2 hours while I use the mountain bike trail. And then we can just, if we want to stay, we can stay the night.
Yeah, look, that's the sign there.
Oh yeah, so sleeping in vehicles permitted between 6 and 9, parking 2-hour limit from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. There's a dump point at the caravan park. Cool. We got the place to ourselves.
This is awesome because we came through here last time Brad wanted to ride Omeo, and we only just passed through for the day because this joint was chockers. So how good is winter camping in Victoria?
We got a waterfront site here.
Yeah, this is actually gonna be beautiful. Oh, it's even grassy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick this joint here. This looks like us, darling.
How good, look at that, guys.
And I can just mountain bike from the caravan. This means I can mountain bike this afternoon and I can mountain bike first thing in the morning.
So nice.
It's not super level, but we'll get it there.
Yeah.
2 seconds later.
Oh dear.
This is like my favourite part of the ride here. God knows where this grass has come from, but down the bottom of this gully, it's like a little fairy garden. Just amazing. Listening to that lyrebird over there. I tried to find him, but he must be deep in the bush, but amazing sounds. That's why mountain biking is just the best sport. There's no one out here. You see so much and hear so much wildlife. Amazing, he's so close. I gotta go find him. Wow. These guys are just going off. I can hear 3 of them so far. And I think they usually hang around in pairs. Spectacular song. Every time I get close to the nearest one, he shuts up. They are notoriously timid, so it is always pretty hard to get close to them. Back to the right.
Aside from being immersed in nature, the adrenaline rush of a downhill run is probably the most addictive part of this sport. On this day, I was trying out a new camera mount, which unfortunately was rubbish, so I'll have to keep the footage at a minimum. Hopefully, if you're into this kind of thing, you can find your way out to Omeo one day to see it for yourself.
Well, that was an awesome session. 27 Ks, 750 meters of elevation, and an hour and 3/4. It's a bloody good way to spend a morning. They've even got their own bike wash here, so I don't have to put a dirty bike back in the canopy. How nice is that? All right, onwards to New South Wales. fat little feed.
You outdo yourself every day, really. I am very lucky to have a man that knows how to cook this good.
Mate, breakfast hash, potatoes, tomatoes, bacon, cheese, eggs, and some seasoning. That is a fat feed after a fat ride.
You've earned it.
Well guys, turns out this episode ran way over with more than an hour worth of footage, so next week we'll bring you a bonus episode, which might just be our most epic of the series, pushing deeper off-grid to find the ultimate winter camp for our series finale. And getting into this spot was the least of our troubles. It was getting out before the dumping in the year that might give us some grief. See you next week.
Forecast is looking insane. I'm a little bit worried now, to be honest.
They're saying it's the dump of the season.